I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
I fought against Crawford. I couldn't even hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you could see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go up and fight Canelo?
Well, he's Canelo Crawford.
It's very hard. 50-50. For me, pound for pound, #1 is Terence Crawford.
Analysts discuss the highly anticipated showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. The consensus is clear. This fight is unlikely to be competitive. Experts argue that Crawford's leap up 2 full weight classes into the super middleweight division puts him at a significant disadvantage. Canelo's proven ability to unleash punishing body shots, systematically break down opponents at 168 pounds, and his championship pedigree at higher weights are expected to overwhelm Crawford's style and physical frame. Jaron Ennis even warned Crawford that jumping straight to 168 against Canelo is a serious mistake. He advised Bud to take a tune-up fight at 160 pounds first, emphasizing that Canelo has long ruled the super middleweight division and has repeatedly stopped much bigger opponents. When seasoned boxing analysts discuss the highly anticipated showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, the consensus is clear. This fight is unlikely to be competitive. Experts argue that Crawford's leap...
Well, I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo, because like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe, and he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. You know, the fans want to see it. So, so be it. I think Crawford should take a warm up fight. At like 60 or like at least at 60, just to get his body, to fill into somebody a little bit bigger. And things like that. I know when you go up a weight, you gotta, develop that power and not develop the power, but like put that muscle on and be heavier and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now. But I think he should, just to stay sharp and that way he don't have like a long layoff or anything like that.
Former champion Carl Froch argued that Crawford's jump up multiple weight classes will be his undoing, predicting he won't last beyond 6 rounds against Canelo's punishing power and relentless bodywork. Froch believes Terence Crawford will struggle to survive more than 4 to 6 rounds, citing the steep challenge of moving up 2, possibly even 3, divisions to face a proven powerhouse like Canelo Alvarez.
It was absolutely crap, load of rubbish. The fight really was a waste of time. If you haven't watched it, don't watch it, because there's better things you can be doing, like probably watching the grass grow or watching some paint dry maybe. But that fight was a total waste of time. Watching that as a former unified super middleweight world boxing champion and Hall of Famer, I was thinking to myself, what an opportunity you've got there. If I was fighting still 10 years ago, if that opportunity came up for me, I know Canelo Alvarez is going to be a tough fight for anybody. I know it's a long ask trying to beat a guy like that, but come on. If I'm in there with Canelo for whatever amount of money, there's going to come a point where I'm saying, right, I'm going for it now. Probably around 3 or 4, I'm going to stick it on him and have a go. To be given an opportunity like that, Skull defending his IBF title and potentially becoming undisputed, to go in there and just perform like that, for me, it's not acceptable. And I think in my day and with my mindset and the way I used to fight, I'd have gone for it. Just gone for it, and then give the fans, give the boxing fans, and do myself and my trainer proud.
He has passed his best. He's had over 60 fights. He's made a fortune. Why is he even still fighting? But this is a super fight against Crawford. Yeah. But it could go wrong for him. He could end up losing. Whoever loses, it'll be an upset, because the amount of people that think Crawford's going to win. Crawford's certainly an unbelievable bad boy fighter, proper good fighter. Then you've got Canelo, who just understands the game.
Abel Sanchez, former trainer Gennady Golovkin, called the matchup ridiculous, stressing that Crawford hasn't demonstrated the power or physical development needed to compete at 168 pounds and would need a knockout to have any chance of winning.
Canelo versus Terence Crawford. I'd like to get your thoughts on how that fight plays out and a prediction, if possible.
Okay, well, first of all, Terence Crawford is a great fighter, but so is Canelo. I think that, in my opinion, their IQ is similar, except Canelo doesn't get hit like Crawford gets hit. In my opinion, Canelo's a bigger man. Not that he started out as a bigger man, but he's now a bigger man. He has been hit by not only Gennady, who's one of the biggest punchers that a coach I've ever seen, but he's also been hit by Bivol, by Kovalev, who's a big puncher. He's been hit by big guys. Crawford had a hard time with a 154-pounder who hit him often. So I think that no matter how much weight he puts on, no matter how smart he thinks he is or how big he thinks he is, he's going to be getting hit by a truck. And he's not used to that. And I think that at the beginning, just like it was with Kell Brook and Gennady, at the beginning, the speed and the talent.
Sparring insider Coron Davis, who has trained with both fighters, also backed Canelo, pointing to his superior size and physicality as a decisive advantage.
It'll be a lot you have to, it'll be a lot to get that victory based on, size alone. Not that size wins fights, but you got a guy that got size and skill. It'll be hard. I mean, nothing's impossible. But if I had my money on somebody winning the fight, it'll be Canelo Alvarez. Even though Terence Crawford is a great fighter, they both great fighters. You got two great fighters in there. But I think one guy got the advantage due to his makeup, his body type, how big of a person he is. And I think that will be a deciding factor in that fight.
Jumping up 21 pounds, would Crawford have to fight the perfect fight?
Absolutely. Size will play a factor in that fight. It won't. It'll be a lot harder to damage Canelo. His punches will be way more effective than Crawford's punches if they fight at 168. So I think it'll be an issue. It's not impossible, but it would be hard.
Sean Porter has voiced serious concern about Terence Crawford's ability to withstand Canelo's power over a full 12-round bout at 168 pounds. He highlighted the significant leap from welterweight to super middleweight as a major risk. While Porter fully acknowledges Crawford's elite skills and boxing IQ, he fears that Canelo's strength and early aggression could gradually break him down.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo going?
It's a tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight night.
I know Turkey is in your corner, but look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You're gonna see.
We'll
you know it.
We'll see. We're
gonna
see.
Bill Haney has been fiery and unapologetic in his commentary about the fight. He boldly declared that Crawford will beat Canelo into a bloody pulp, calling him the best fighter in the world and dismissing any notion that size or fame matters against him. At the official press conference, Haney put his money where his mouth is, placing a $100,000 bet on Crawford and shouting from the podium, "It kicked off when I showed up," insisting that Crawford is nothing to play with. Later, Haney also issued a word of caution to Crawford, warning him not only to stay sharp inside the ring, but to be mindful of any potential doping concerns linked to Canelo's camp.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another. You know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out. You know what I mean? So
Crawford has also been candid when reflecting on his past opponents, offering insight into his own strengths and how he measures elite competition. He named Yuriorkis Gamboa as the hardest puncher he's ever faced. Despite stopping Gamboa in their 2014 lightweight title fight, Crawford admitted that the Cuban's speed and power stood out during that formative stage of his career. He also praised Egidijus Kavaliauskas as the strongest puncher he's ever encountered, though not necessarily the hardest hitter.
Hello, Crawford. What's your breakdown of the fight?
Huh?
Canelo against Crawford. What's your breakdown?
Man, when you talking about these big fights, you whispering. You talking, You said Canelo and Crawford?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. That's the biggest fight, you know what I mean, in boxing right now. Canelo and Crawford. Crawford stepping up. Man, it's so big, you got Muhammad over there saying something about it. That's how big it is. He came off the bench. From the 60s, right, Muhammad? You go back in the 60s? Yeah, well, listen. 60 years of boxing. Canelo is big. And shout out to Crawford stepping up. But does Crawford have to be worried about more things than just boxing?
Uh-oh.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Let's go.
I didn't say he has to do any accusing, nor we would do that, but I'm saying is, let's worry. If you watch what happened to Devin just came out and said the damage is done after the fight. You can never go and repair that. So let's be cautious, let's be prepared, and at the very least, join 365 VADA, 365 drug testing like Devin is doing.
Jose Benavidez Jr. has made a bold declaration. Crawford is a beast. He expressed unwavering belief that Bud can beat Canelo at 168 pounds, highlighting Crawford's intelligence, unpredictability, stance switching, and elite ring IQ. While acknowledging Canelo's size advantage, Benavidez insisted that size alone doesn't win fights. He confidently predicted that Crawford will outsmart and defeat the Mexican superstar, stressing that Crawford's mindset going into bout is focused on winning, not merely surviving.
I'm gonna rate your past opponents. I'm gonna give you 5, and you rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 and give me like a 1 sentence as to why, all right? Yuriorkis Gamboa.
I rate him 10 because he was undefeated at the time. He was a 3-division champion. He was in his prime, on a break of being one of the biggest faces in boxing.
Mean Machine.
One of those guys that, was on a break of becoming a world champion before he fought Terence Crawford. I think I give Mean Machine a 7. He was pretty technical.
Sean Porter,
I give him a 10. He's been in the ring with a lot of fighters. Porter is a well-rounded fighter, great person at that.
Israel Madrimov.
I give Israel a 9. I think, experience played a big factor in our fight. He did real well against me. I give him a 9.
Errol Spence Jr.
Errol Spence, I give him a 10. Undefeated, 3-time world champion, unified world champion, running through all the welterweights that he was put in front of him. Beat a few champions at that. So I'll give him a 10.
However, boxing legend Manny Pacquiao emphasized that Crawford must sharpen and maintain his speed and style to neutralize Canelo's size and power in their super middleweight showdown on September 13th, 2025. When asked about Crawford's chances, Pacquiao's initial reaction was, "Good for Canelo." He then urged Bud to double down on his trademark quickness, movement, and technical skill to overcome both the weight jump and the stylistic challenge.
A lot of people are counting Crawford out. Crawford's he's smart, he knows what he's doing. Canelo, he's not that big of a guy. He obviously weighs more, but you can't take nothing from Crawford. He goes in there to win. So I feel like it'd be a good fight. It sucks that my brother didn't get the opportunity, but only Canelo knows why it didn't happen. and you just got to keep moving forward. You know, got to keep moving forward. But it's gonna be a good fight to watch. I got Crawford on this one. The thing with him, he adjusts. He's a smart motherfucker. He adjusts. He uses. He's not only does he switch from from southpaw to orthodox, but he's just a smart. He has a high IQ in boxing, and that's what I feel like. All these fighters that go in there to fight Canelo, they already go in there scared, is what I believe. That which already beats him. So Crawford's gonna go in there to not gonna go in there to fucking. So I mean, I have it going Crawford, bro. To be honest with you.
Israel Madrimov, the last fighter to face Crawford, offered a measured yet firm take on the matchup, predicting that Canelo will win, likely by decision, having fought Crawford at 154 pounds in 2024 and losing narrowly via unanimous decision. Madrimov stressed that moving up 2 full weight classes to super middleweight is an entirely different challenge. He pointed to the significant size and power gap. And while he praised Crawford's skills, he ultimately dismissed his chances in Canelo's territory. Madrimov concluded prediction bluntly. This fight won't even be close.
My advice to him is as he's moving up to his upcoming fight, make sure that he focus on speed. He focus on how to improve his strength and while maintaining the speed.
The boxing world remains divided on who will win this fight. But Coach Joel Diaz has delivered a no-holds-barred verdict on the Canelo versus Crawford showdown, bluntly declaring that Crawford has no chance. Diaz argues that moving up 2 weight classes into Canelo's natural territory at 168 pounds leaves Crawford fundamentally overmatched. He called it stupid to believe that Bud can beat Canelo, insisting the size gap and power disparity are simply too great. Diaz pointed to Crawford's underwhelming performance when moving from 147 to 154 pounds against Israel Madrimov, warning that jumping to 168 against a physically dominant Canelo will be an even steeper challenge. In his view, Alvarez can absorb Crawford's shots, but Crawford will be unable to withstand Canelo's return fire.
If 12 rounds, Crawford win, I think.
Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, what do you think about that fight if they did fight? Looks like it's up for September.
Good fight. If 168 pounds, I think it's Canelo, but it's Canelo better technique because 50-50. If 12 rounds, Crawford win, I think. If knockout, it's Canelo.
What makes Crawford so difficult to fight against?
Почему так тяжело драться с Крофордом? Что в нем особенно? He has power, smart, in more practical.
Mikey Garcia shares a similar perspective. While he acknowledges Crawford as one of the most talented fighters he's ever seen, Garcia firmly believes that in this case, size matters. He pointed to Crawford's recent bout at 154 pounds, where his power didn't seem to translate, raising doubts about how it will carry over at 168. Garcia warns that Canelo's proven strength and physicality at super middleweight give him a decisive edge. While Crawford possesses superior boxing skills, Garcia insists that Bud would need to fight a perfect fight just to survive, let alone win, against a naturally bigger and stronger champion like Alvarez. Excitement and skepticism swirl among boxing fans ahead of the monumental Canelo versus Crawford showdown. Training footage of Crawford has sparked mixed reactions, some praising his added muscle and pinpoint accuracy, others warning that he's lost speed at 168. Many fans believe Crawford won't appear undersized next to Canelo. Social media has also debated the press conference altercation, with some calling it scripted hype rather than genuine hostility. Meanwhile, buzz continues to build over Netflix broadcasting the fight and UFC commentators joining the boxing coverage, adding a fresh crossover marketing twist.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. Mm-hmm. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
Despite early confusion over promotional rights, UFC President Dana White has confirmed that he will officially co-promote the super middleweight unification bout scheduled for September 13th, while Saudi backer Turki Al-Sheikh retains financial control, making the final decisions on venue, ticketing, and marketing. White is bringing his trademark UFC-style promotional muscle and global reach to push the event into true mega fight territory.
Dan Rafael kind of made a great point when talking about sizes, because he said if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. He said people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package, it's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. So, and it was good. It was a very good point. It was like Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the better part of a decade.
Basically,
he's so used to taking those shots, whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically, trying to say Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
if you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, Dmitry Bivol, and you're staying on your feet, not getting hurt,
not even getting wobbled,
just literally shaking it off.
Yeah.
You can take Terence Crawford shots.
100%.
Do you think Terence Crawford can overcome the size and power of Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds? Or is this fight already decided before the opening bell rings?
I'm promoting the fight.
Yeah.
So the reason that I wear the Canelo Crawford shirt when I'm doing Canelo Crawford press is so people don't mistakenly think that I'm doing a UFC press conference, because I think when everybody sees me, they associate UFC immediately. So I always wear the Canelo Crawford shirt when I'm doing a Canelo Crawford.
And you just have a strict marketing deal with boxing for that fight?
No, I'm promoting the fight. Me and my team are running that fight.